This is the Sule Emmanuel podcast, your number one podcast, empowering you with insights for exploits. In case you haven't, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you'll never miss any of our podcast episodes.
Today, I want to talk about from good to better. I want us to look at the subject from good to better. From good to better, it's about being better every day. It's about you being better in your results, in your performance. It is about consistent personal growth. It is about you being happier. It's about you being wiser. It's about you going higher. It's about consistency in progress, consistency in growth, consistency in achievement, consistency in development. It's all about growth and being better every day. The beginning point of this conversation would be what I call responsibility. If you must move from good to better, you must come alive to the new meaning of being responsible. To a large extent, many of us are guilty of irresponsibility. Being irresponsible, it's not limited to being arrogant, being uncivil in conduct, being disrespectful, not keeping to time, being rude. It's a lot more than that. When you wait for others to make decisions before you do something about your life, that is not being responsible. When you blame others consistently, continually for how your life is turning out, that is not being responsible. When you are unappreciative to someone for their kindness, their support, or the help you received, that is not being responsible. When you keep delaying till tomorrow, procrastination, what should be done today, that is not being responsible. When you speak bad, negative of yourself, that is not being responsible. When you speak negative and bad about anyone, that is not being responsible. When you refuse to value, to appreciate what you have, you are not being responsible. When you see nothing good about yourself because of the challenges you have at the moment, you are not being responsible. When you agree with or you believe the negative opinions others have about you, you are not being responsible. So the beginning point to living an amazing, a beautiful life, to moving from good to better, and from better to better, where you just keep growing, you just keep evolving, you keep improving, the beginning point is responsibility. For the purpose of effectively delivering the message of this podcast, we are going to look at the concept of responsibility as responsibility. Responsibility, that is response to ability. Responsibility, that is responding to your abilities, recognizing and accepting that there is something you can do at every point to advance your life, and you do it. It is irresponsible to be good at talking and terrible at doing. You talk big, but you do little or nothing about it. That's irresponsible. Responsible people seize the moment. They seize the moment to make things happen. They seize the moment to make their lives better. They understand that if it has got to be, it is up to me. Accepting the way things are, but refusing to leave them the way they are. Refusing to blame anyone, but believing that whatever you really want to achieve, nothing and no one can stop you. When we embrace responsibility, we recognize opportunities. When we embrace responsibility, we own our lives. But if in the remotest and slightest of ways, you are depending on others for your happiness, your achievement, your growth, your progress, then many good things may never happen for you. And even if they eventually happen, it will not be how and when you want it, because no one really understands why you want it. So this is it. If you desire to keep getting better every day, you have to be intentional about it. You have to be intentional about it. There are people whose dream is just to end as good, and there are others whose daily goal is to keep being better. They know where they currently are, and they understand what is possible, and they also focus on where they are going. They keep striving, they keep pushing, they keep growing, they sustain hunger for more. You must become that person whose daily goal is to be better. So what are the simple lessons I must know and apply if I need to move from good to better? Number one, know where you currently are. Know where things currently are. In your marriage, in business, in career, in finance, in all areas of your life. Regarding your personal development, be honest about how ignorant you are about certain things you should gain knowledge about. Don't live in bubbles to listen to some 1-minute TikTok video and you feel that all you need to know about a subject. That's not good enough. There is more to know. You can't just read a 1-page article about finance, about relationship success, about business, and then you assume you know a lot about that already. Know where you currently are. Recognize you don't know about global trends in business and your career path. You don't know so much about investment, and the list goes on. Know where you currently are. This is absolutely important.
This is the Sule Emmanuel Podcast, your number one podcast, empowering you with insights for exploits. In case you haven't, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you'll never miss any of our podcast episodes.
Number 2, know what you currently have. It can be a skill, an experience, a mentor, an education, an experience, an opportunity. Know what you currently have. A major reason why many of us are not improving our lives and results is not because of what we lack. It is because many of us are not utilizing and maximizing what we currently have. There is something you currently have. Know what you currently have. It is important that you remind yourself consistently what you currently have. It has a way of making you wake up. You need to know what you currently have, because you will need to engage what you already have as you strive to get better. It is important to know your strength, your tools, your advantages, the resources that you already have. Number 3, know what is possible. Understand what is possible. You need to understand what is possible. If impossibilities and boundaries find a resting place in your mind, then it is going to limit you. It will place some strange limit on your growth and put a false sense of satisfaction and arrival in your heart. One sure way to know what is possible is to deliberately expose yourself to what others are doing. Allow your mind and your eyes to see what others are doing. What you think is impossible is already in someone's history book. Nothing is impossible. Understand what is possible. Expose yourself to better ways of doing things, to higher ways of doing things. This is absolutely important if you are going to move from good to better. Number 4, excellence must become a personal philosophy for you. Excellence must become a personal philosophy for you. If you really want to keep getting better every day, then excellence in all things must be a big deal to you. Excellence in appearance, excellence in delivery, excellence in communication, excellence in everything. If you are in sales or marketing and your communication is poor, your communication is not improving, your market will not improve. In the business world, it is not so much about what you sell. What matters most is who is buying from you. So if your goal is to grow consistently in the kind of people you sell to, then excellence is a big deal. No one person has the universal concept of what excellence is. This is because different people define excellence differently. For one, excellence could be how someone showed love or how someone served you in a restaurant. For another, excellence can be how someone spoke or how someone marketed their services. However, there are a couple of ideas that gives us practical insight, a broad concept into what excellence means. First, excellence is attention to details all the time. Secondly, excellence is the quality of being outstanding and exceptional, going beyond normal and usual. This must be a goal for you. Number 3, excellence is striving to give 100% all the time. If it is not 100%, don't consider it done. Number 4, excellence is possessing good virtues, good qualities in high degree. Number 5, excellence is surpassing ordinary conventional standards. Number 6, excellence is the result of caring about what we do and putting our best into what we care about. This is excellence. Number 7, excellence is not about being perfect. It is about being outstanding. It's not about being perfect. It's about being outstanding. And number 8, excellence is not just about achieving great things. It is also about inspiring others to do same. So this is important to understand. All right? This is absolutely important to understand. Now, if you are going to keep growing in excellence, you must forever remain a student in the school of excellence. You must forever remain a student where you just keep getting better every day. You learn to review what you have done. You learn from what you have done. You evaluate and refine your process. You grow in your skill. You are striving to do better next time and the other times after the next time. Excellence flows from consistent performance over time. Now, the 5th important lesson to move from good to better, you need to have a personal development target daily and weekly. You need to have a personal development target daily and weekly. You look at your life, your finances, your career, and you're not just satisfied where things are at the moment. You can change it. You can grow. Things can be better. The truth is, there will never be a time in your life where you are completely helpless. There will never be that time. You will always have access to information, direction, relationships that can help you move one step forward. It is when you look away from these things and begin to say you are hopeless, that is when your situation is hopeless. Indeed, no situation is ever truly hopeless. They actually become what we call them. Nothing could have been as hopeless and helpless like the situation we read about in the good book in Genesis chapter 1, where the whole earth was without form and void, but we saw how changes began to take place. So to get better result, commit to being better every day. Have a personal development plan, a personal development target. Every day you are learning something new. You are improving in your skill. You want to make a commitment to that. You are embracing new perspective, embracing new information. Friends, It doesn't matter where you are right now. Start developing yourself daily. Begin to invest in yourself. Be intentional about growing from within. Be intentional about changing how you think, how you see things, how you define situations. You can start with 30 minutes a day, 45 minutes a day, 60 minutes a day, consistently. Make this a routine. Consistently maintain this commitment. What you hear consistently has a way of empowering you to recognize opportunities and to maximize them. This is absolutely very important. It doesn't matter how bad things are currently. It doesn't matter how your business is, how your marriage is. It doesn't matter what is happening all around you. What you keep hearing, the kind of words you keep hearing, has a way of creating a world for you where you begin to live in your own world and you define the rules by which you live because you have programmed yourself with the right words. So I encourage you, make personal development a commitment. Make personal development something that you embrace consistently, daily, weekly. This is absolutely important. The proof of value is revealed in sacrifice and commitment. The proof of value is revealed in sacrifice and commitment. The proof that you value growth, the proof that you value becoming better is revealed through your sacrifice and through your commitment. This is absolutely important.
This is the Sule Emmanuel Podcast, your number one podcast empowering you with insights for exploits. In case you haven't, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you'll never miss any of our podcast episodes.
Okay, the sixth skill that we ought to develop, that we ought to embrace to moving from good to better is diligently and endlessly understudy those who are ahead in your field. This is important. Diligently, endlessly, consistently understudy those who are ahead of you in your field. Be a student of those who are ahead of you. If you have access to them, direct access to them, ask them questions. Learn from them by careful observation. Some things can only be taught by observation because even the person you are learning from may not have all the words to explain the process, to explain the results to you. But many people sadly are too weak to learn by observation. They are waiting for lectures. Please observe. Study those who are ahead of you in your field. If nothing and no one inspires you, you will never be an inspiration to anyone. Any human inspiration you see today is either feeding off or has fed off the inspiration from another. The cycle continues. Even God said it. In the Bible, it is not good for man to be alone. So the culture of understudying those ahead of you in the game, in your field, helps you to grow in the right direction. It sustains inspiration. It brings about intentional growth. It helps your focus. You will gradually start seeing yourself in what they have achieved. So as a rule, focus on their fields, not their lives. Know how to distinguish between these. Many times we go too deep into people's lives that we pick up the wrong things and we focus on the wrong things. Be clear about what you are supposed to be learning from people. Be clear about what you are supposed to be learning from people. There are some, it is all about their career you want to learn from, their business exploit, their bold moves, their projects, their consistency in their pursuit and in their ventures. Sadly, there are very few people who you can learn from their lives. It is important to be able to distinguish this. The people you pick lessons from may not always share your faith. Whether you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, whatever you practice as your faith, they may not always share your faith. Know where to draw the line. They are not your life mentors. God, in His mercies, have allowed them to access some valuable lessons. Study their fields and their exploits and pick what you need for your journey. Number 7, The seventh lesson we need to learn to be able to move from good to better. Set goals for yourself. Set goals for yourself. Have goals. Goals help us grow. Goals help us grow. So have goals. Set goals for yourself. Remember, we have short-term goals, we have medium-term goals, we have long-term goals. Short-term goals can be achieved in less than 3 months. Medium-term goals can be achieved in less than 3 years. Long-term goals require 3 or more years to achieve. So you must have goals for your business, goals for your craft, goals for your growth, goals to continually get better at what you do. This is absolutely important. So these are the 7 lessons that I want us to reflect on as it relates to our desire to move from good to better. We actually said lesson number 1 is know where you currently are. So I said be true. Know where you currently are. Number 2, know what you currently have. It can be a skill, an experience, a mentor, an education, an opportunity. Know what you currently have. Number 3, understand what is possible. Understand what is possible. Understand what is possible. Don't allow impossibilities, boundaries, limitations, negativity to find a home in your mind. Expose yourself to possibilities. Others are doing it. What you think is not possible, it's already in someone's history books. Understand what is possible. Number 4, excellence must become a personal philosophy for you. Excellence. Excellence or nothing. Excellence. Number 5, you need to have a personal development target. Daily, weekly. A personal development target. It is very important. And number 6, diligently and endlessly, consistently understudy those who are ahead in your field. Understudy them. Ensure you are consistently being inspired by those ahead of you. Inspiration increases hope. Inspiration increases encouragement. It is very important. Number 7, very importantly, set goals for yourself. Set goals. Goals help us grow. Goals give direction to our resources, to our time. Set goals for yourself. These are incredible lessons that we need to embrace, imbibe to move from good to better.
Thank you for joining us today. We pray that you have been empowered in a unique and powerful way. For more on Dr. Sule Emmanuel, visit www.suleemmanuel.com. You're welcome to follow our inspiring daily devotional on Facebook and Instagram with the handle @JesusEverydayDevotional. That is www.facebook.com/JesusEverydayDevotional. And on Instagram @JesusEverydayDevotional. If you love this episode, share it on your social media platform and tag the Sule Emmanuel Podcast. That is #the Sule Emmanuel Podcast. You're welcome to support our awesome work at the Master's House with your generous love offering. To support us, please visit www.mymastershouse.com/give. God bless you, and we'll see you soon.